everybody. I'm back in the fish room on Project Theta, which, now that I think about it, I probably should be giving an actual name soon. But I've got a bunch of plants that came in recently, and they're all in there. Some of them, they're still getting used to the water and everything, but plenty of the swords have just rocketed off, and are already just growing new leaves all over the place. So let's get started. So starting with everything that is currently immersed, we've got, what, 2, 3 Echinodorus flame reds, and I think 2 Echinodorus Kleiner Bar swords. All of them came in their immersed form, so I didn't really have to do too much work to get them to grow above the water. A few of them couldn't reach the surface, so I'm just hoping that it knows to grow straight up instead of sideways. The flame reds have been growing really nicely, and the red-green pattern is actually really nice, with the green Staurogyne in the bottom. The Altlandsberg is growing immersed. Well, one of the plants is. The rest of them haven't really realized the surface is right next door, so looks like I'm gonna have to work a bit harder to get them to go up. Back in the stems, we've got a bunch more stems now. We've got Rotala Wallichii, we've got Rotala Colorata, Rotala Nanjenshan, we've got some new Ludwigia, we've got some Hygrophila. So when that starts growing up and out of the tank, it's going to look really nice, like a natural little bush of plants. That's it for the immersed guys. Thinking about putting a little hanging basket over there on those 2 little hooks. Trying to figure that out still, but let's go submerged. Alright, going left from right, we've got the giant baby tears, which is growing in okay on this side. I'm hoping it'll fill in a bit more by the time everything starts to really get a carpeting effect. Those 2 Echinodorus Altlandsberg I was talking about that I took from the 65 gallon, they're still growing in the submerged form for now. Got some Java moss on the driftwood I'm waiting to attach, but we've got regular Staurogyne Repens right in this little nook as a transition plant between the hardscape and the sand. Going above them, we've got more giant baby tears, some Ludwigia, some Bacopa, some Rotala Wallichii, which is all in their immersed forms. They should be reaching the surface soon enough. Going more right, we've got some more Staurogyne, but this is a variation called Augustifolia or Porto Velho. It's one or the other, I'm not quite sure. But that is all from the 65 gallon aquascape, and it's starting to root itself, so I won't be getting as many floaters as I was in the first couple of weeks. Hopefully this starts to spread into a nice carpet like it did with Garden of the Roots. And finally, we've got 1 Echinodorus Kleiner Bar, which wasn't quite tall enough or strong enough to reach the surface, so hopefully it knows to send up immersed leaves so I can start cutting back those guys that are going to start decaying underwater. That's it for the plants, so there's only a few fish, so I'll go over one right now. Right over there is the male Cockatoides on flash, and the female is somewhere within that driftwood, probably cleaning out a cave or something like that. Hopefully she gets in a spawning mood soon. I'm not sure if I want to move these guys again before I let them spawn, because I might put some micro reservoirs in here alone, just so they can create a little colony kind of thing. I'm not totally sure, so I'm just gonna let them go with what they want to do for now. Alright, so that's it for this tank. The sump is working almost perfectly. I think I need to change it a little bit, but really nothing left to do but sit and wait for the plants to grow in. I might go over the hardscape, not the hardscape, what am I thinking of, the hardware of this tank while I'm waiting for the plants, maybe in the next video or something. But yeah, see ya.